Okay, so my name is Belle van Zuijlen. It's a Dutch name. I'm from the Netherlands, and I study in Groningen, city in the north of the Netherlands, to become an international teacher. The program is called ITES, International Teacher Education for Secondary School. And then I specialize in social studies history. So I'm only in my third week, so I'm still slightly in orientation, but I've taught grade 8, about 1 until now, and I will be teaching grade 9 once they start talking about the interbellum and World War II. What I've learned from being here, it's how I thought it would be. Even though it's an IB school, which I've been to before, it still has different approaches to teaching as it does in the international schools that I've been to in Europe. It's the extracurricular stuff that I haven't been in touch with. The teaching approaches that are among the teachers very different. Like the previous schools, even though they taught different teachers taught the same class, they still had the exact same teaching approach, and that's something that I've found very interesting because the way that the teachers here do it, it fits exactly with the classes that they teach, and I think that was a very good idea of them to not try to have the same way of teaching, but instead adapt to the students. A broader mindset and perspective on teaching itself. Maybe ideas to how I can improve myself as a teacher, find ideas that I can adapt to fit my teaching approach. And I think it's always like me going on teaching practice is to broaden my perspective on teaching and to find my own approach that I feel the most comfortable with, that I can develop further and further along my teaching career. That's hopefully soon to come. Something I really like, that even though there's a lot of Korean students, it's still very English-based. It's so integrated, even though half of them can speak Korean, half of them cannot, but they all include each other, and that's something that I find very admirable, that there's no divide among the two languages, and that's something that I very, very appreciate, because that's also important. For would-be teachers, don't feel pressure to immediately do well. You're like in the beginning, you don't know the students, so you don't know how they react. Even though you've watched 2 or 3 lessons of them being in the class with their teacher, they will still react differently to you, and you need to find your own place in the school before you are able to properly teach them. So it's not bad to make mistakes once in a while. I think that's something that a lot of starting teachers have, that they feel pressure that they need to do perfect immediately. They need to be as detailed as possible. If you talk to any teacher here, they'll be like, yeah, in the beginning maybe, but in the end, you never know where you end up when you're in a lesson. At the school itself, everyone's been super nice to me. And I found some people that I can discuss different teaching methods with, or different historical ideas, or different teaching ideas, and that's been very nice. I'm especially thankful that they do it because they're not getting extra money for it to do it, and obviously I'm taking over some classes, but it still gives them extra work to supervise me. So I'm very thankful that they take me under their wing and help me through the process of also becoming a teacher.